Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to Fluento, everyday English for real life. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. So glad you're here with us today.
Okay, David, before we start, I have to ask you something, and I want you to be honest.
Uh-oh, should I be worried?
No, it's a good question. When was the last time you said something in English and then immediately thought, oh no, was that wrong? Did I sound strange?
Oh, wow. Okay, honestly, yesterday. I was ordering food at a cafe and I said, "Can I get a coffee to go?" And then for about 10 seconds, I just stood there thinking, did I say that right?
Yes, and that is exactly what today's lesson is about. That feeling, that little moment of doubt right after you speak.
The oh no moment.
The oh no moment. We are talking today about confidence, what it really means, why English learners struggle with it, and most importantly, how you can actually build it in real life, starting today.
And we have some great phrases, some mini role plays, and some honest conversations coming up. So stay with us.
This is a good one. Let's go.
So, Anna, let's start super simple. When people say, just be confident, what does that even mean?
Right, because that's not helpful advice, is it? Just be confident. Thanks. Very useful.
Exactly. Like, okay, how?
So I think confidence, real confidence, is not about never feeling nervous. It's not about being perfect. It's actually about doing the thing even when you feel a little scared.
Oh, I like that. So confidence is more like an action, not a feeling.
Yes, a lot of people wait to feel confident before they try something, but actually it works the other way around. You try, you feel a little scared, you do it anyway, and then confidence grows after.
That's really different from how most people think about it.
Totally different. And for English learners especially, so many people think, I'll speak when my English is perfect. But friends, that day might never come.
And even native speakers make mistakes constantly.
All the time. I make mistakes in my own language. David makes mistakes. Do you want to tell them about the time you...
We are not talking about that.
Okay, moving on.
Let's talk about something really specific because I think a lot of our learners struggle with one particular situation, and that is the moment right before you speak.
The pause.
Yes, that tiny pause where your brain is basically going, should I say this? Is it right? What if they don't understand me?
And what usually happens in that pause?
For a lot of people, they just don't speak. The moment passes, and then later they feel bad about it.
Yeah, I hear this so much. Students say, I knew what I wanted to say, but I got scared and said nothing.
And then after, they have the perfect sentence in their head.
Always. The perfect sentence comes 5 minutes later when you're walking to your car.
Exactly. So what do we do about that pause?
Okay, so here's something really practical. Instead of trying to get rid of the nervousness, which is hard, we focus on what we say in that moment. We use what I call a starter phrase.
A starter phrase, like a warm-up for your mouth.
Exactly. A few simple words that buy you a little time while your brain catches up.
Can you give us some examples?
Of course. So some really natural ones in English are, that's a great question. Let me think for a second. So actually, I think, you know what? I'd say,
Oh, these are so useful because native speakers use these all the time, right?
all the time. It's completely normal. It doesn't sound weak or unsure. It sounds natural.
So instead of silence, which can feel awkward, you fill the space with something real and normal.
Yes, and here's the key thing. When you use one of those starters, your brain has about 2 or 3 extra seconds, and 2 or 3 extra seconds is actually enough time to find your sentence.
That's a really simple but powerful trick.
Try it this week. Seriously. Pick one phrase, just one, and use it every time you need a moment to think.
Okay, now let's talk about something that I think is really close to a lot of our listeners' hearts, and that is comparing yourself to other people.
Oh, this one is so real.
Because learners do this, right? They watch a video of someone speaking perfect English and they think, I will never sound like that. Why am I even trying?
And the comparison is completely unfair because you're seeing someone's finished result, not their whole journey.
Right. You see the final video, not the 10 years of practice.
Or the mistakes they made, or the embarrassing moments, or the times they wanted to give up.
So what do we do instead of comparing?
We compare ourselves to ourselves.
Say more about that.
So instead of looking at someone else and feeling bad, you look at yourself from 6 months ago or a year ago, and you ask, am I better than I was then?
That's almost always yes.
Almost always yes, even if it's just a little bit. Even if you just know 10 more words than you did last year, that's real progress.
And 10 words is actually a lot when you think about it.
It really is. English learners are often so hard on themselves. They focus on everything they still can't do, and they forget everything they've already learned.
I think that's just human nature, though, isn't it? We're wired to notice the gap between where we are and where we want to be.
Yes, so we have to actively choose to notice how far we've come, too.
Like both things at the same time.
Exactly. I still have a long way to go, and look how far I've already traveled.
Anna, can I share a little story?
Please.
So, when I first started learning Spanish, because yes, I'm also a language learner, I was absolutely terrified to speak, even with my Spanish friends, even with people who were patient and kind.
Why? What were you afraid of?
I think I was afraid of sounding stupid. Like, I'm an adult, I know things, I can have smart conversations, but suddenly, in Spanish, I could only say like, the cat is big.
The cat is very big.
Right, and there's something really uncomfortable about that feeling of being intelligent inside your head, but not being able to show it in the other language.
Oh, this is so important, and so many of our learners feel exactly this way.
And what changed for me was one of my Spanish friends told me something really simple. She said, David, I don't hear your mistakes. I hear that you're trying, and that makes me want to help you, not judge you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I realized most people in real life are actually rooting for you. They want to understand you. They're not sitting there with a red pen marking your errors.
That's such a good point. We imagine a very harsh audience, but usually people are just people trying to have a conversation.
Exactly. The judge we're most afraid of is usually ourselves.
Okay, let's slow down for a minute and look at some really useful English phrases connected to confidence. Phrases you can actually use in your day-to-day life.
Great idea. Let's go through them one by one.
First one. I gave it my best shot.
I gave it my best shot. This means I tried as hard as I could, even if the result wasn't perfect.
You can use this after any situation where you tried, but maybe it didn't go the way you hoped. Like, the job interview was hard, but I gave it my best shot.
It's a really honest and confident phrase. It doesn't say I was perfect, it says I tried fully.
Second phrase. I'm still figuring it out.
I'm still figuring it out. This is a phrase for when someone asks you about something you're still learning.
For example, how's your English coming along? And instead of saying, oh, it's terrible, I'm so bad, you say, I'm still figuring it out, but it's getting better.
It's honest, but also positive. You're saying, I'm in the process, I'm moving.
Third one, I might not be perfect, but I'm not going to stop trying.
Oh, that one is powerful.
It's a full sentence, but it's so good because it accepts imperfection and it refuses to quit at the same time.
You could even say a shorter version. I'm not perfect, but I won't stop.
And the last one for today, every mistake teaches me something.
This one changes the meaning of mistakes completely.
Right? A mistake is not evidence that you're failing. A mistake is just new information.
I love that. A mistake is just new information.
Write that down, friends, seriously.
Okay, let's do a little role play, a real-life situation. Ready, Anna?
Always ready.
So, the situation is, you've just started a new job, and your colleague asks you a question in English during a meeting, and you're not sure of the answer.
Ooh, stressful. This happens to so many people. Okay, let's do it.
So, hey, do you know when the Henderson report is due?
Let me think for a second. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be Thursday, but I can double check and send you a message.
Oh, great, thanks.
Okay, so did you notice what happened there?
You used a starter phrase. Let me think for a second.
Yes, and then I was honest. I wasn't sure of the answer. I didn't pretend.
You gave the information you had, I think Thursday, without being 100% certain.
And then I gave a solution. I can double check, so the other person feels helped, not frustrated.
That is such a natural, professional response, and it did not require perfect English. It just required honesty and a calm tone.
Exactly. Let's do one more.
Okay, new situation. You're at a social event, maybe a party. Someone asks, "So, what do you think about the new changes at work?" But you don't fully understand what changes they mean.
Oh, this one is good. Okay.
So, what do you think about all the new changes they announced?
You know what? I want to make sure I understand you correctly. Which changes are you talking about specifically?
Oh, the ones about the office schedule.
Ah, got it. Honestly, I'm still forming my opinion. What do you think?
Anna, that was perfect. You asked for clarification, which is completely normal and smart, and then you bought yourself more time by asking them for their opinion.
It's one of my favorite moves. When you're not sure what to say, ask a question. People love talking about their own opinions.
And it moves the conversation forward without putting you on the spot.
The key phrases there were, I want to make sure I understand you correctly, and I'm still forming my opinion.
I'm still forming my opinion. That is such a great phrase.
It sounds mature, it sounds thoughtful, and it's completely honest because in real life, most of us are still forming opinions about most things. Okay, so before we wrap up today, I want to take a moment and talk directly to any of you who are feeling stuck right now.
Yes, let's do that.
Because maybe you've been studying English for a long time and you still feel nervous and you wonder, is something wrong with me? Why isn't it getting easier?
And I want to say there is nothing wrong with you.
Nothing at all.
English learning is genuinely hard. It takes time. It is not a straight line. Some weeks you feel like you're improving fast. Other weeks you feel like you've forgotten everything you knew.
And both of those weeks are totally normal.
The most important thing is not how fast you go, it's whether you keep going.
That's the whole thing, really. Just keep going.
And every time you watch a video like this one, every time you practice a new phrase, every time you try to have a conversation, even when you're nervous, you are building something real.
Even when you can't feel it happening.
Even then, especially then.
I love that. Building something real even when you can't feel it.
Think about it like this. Have you ever seen a plant growing? You water it, you give it light, and for weeks it looks exactly the same. Nothing. Just a pot of soil.
And then one day
there's a tiny green shoot, and suddenly you can see all the work that was happening underground the whole time.
that's you. That's your English. It's growing underground right now.
Keep watering it.
Okay, friends, let's bring it all together. What did we learn today?
We learned that confidence is not a feeling you wait for, it's something you build by doing, even when you're nervous.
We learned about starter phrases like, let me think for a second, and actually, I think, to help you manage that scary pause before you speak.
We talked about comparing yourself to your past self instead of other people, because that's the only fair comparison.
And we practiced some really useful phrases. I gave it my best shot. I'm still figuring it out. Every mistake teaches me something.
And in our role plays, we saw how to ask for clarification politely and how to redirect to the other person when you need more time.
Really practical stuff today.
Really practical.
And now we want to hear from you.
Yes, here is your challenge for this week. In the comments below, write one sentence about yourself using one of the phrases from today.
For example, I gave it my best shot when I spoke English at the supermarket. Or, I'm still figuring out past tense, but I won't stop.
We read every comment, and we love seeing your practice in action.
If this lesson helped you today, please give it a like. It really does help other learners find us.
And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an episode.
We put out new lessons every day, all focused on real English for real-life situations.
And friends, thank you for spending your time here with us. We know you have a lot of options for where to learn English. The fact that you're here, still learning, still showing up, that is confidence.
That is exactly what we talked about today.
You're already doing it.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye for now. Keep going.